Hi, welcome to Breathe Better with Elizabeth. I'm Elizabeth. Today I'm going to go over everything about a peak flow meter. So if you have never heard of one, this is something that can help measure how much air you're able to get out of your lungs. And it's very important to have if you have asthma or COPD. This will help with both of those. Now, it doesn't actually help with symptom control, but what it does is it allows you to sort of monitor how your breathing is so that you know maybe when you need to go to the doctor. So the first thing you need to do, I'll kind of show you here. All peak flow meters look differently, okay? They come in all shapes and sizes. The biggest thing is it's going to have a measurement scale here. It has a little thing that'll go up and down. That'll toggle there when you blow into it. And then you're going to have a green, a yellow, and a red that you can move on the numbers. So the first thing you have to do is figure out what your personal best is. When you get this and open the package, you're gonna have some calculations on there. So it'll tell you what the normal peak flow would be for somebody with normal lungs according to your age and your height. It can be a little misleading just because if you have pulmonary illness, then your norm might be a little bit lower than mine. So what I recommend you do is get a journal or a little notebook, and when you feel like you're breathing good, you want to use this 3 times in a row every day, and you want to write down the best of those 3. So you want to do it at the same time every day, and you want to do it when you're not having any symptoms. That is going to show you what your personal best is. So you will do that for 2 weeks, writing it down, and you'll kind of get an average there. And what I would say would be whatever your highest number that you got to was, that is going to be where you're going to put your green arrow. So these can move up and down. So I'm just going to say that my personal best was 400. I'm just going to make it easy here to do calculations. So I have put the green part there on the 400. Now, how do I calculate the yellow and the red? By using these percentages here. So the yellow is going to go at the 80% mark. So 80% of my 400, okay? So, you just multiply that to get it. So that'll be 320. I'm gonna move this to 320. Because that's going to be 80% of what I'm blowing out. And then the red is going to be set at 50%. So that'll be at 200. So it'll look kind of funny because of the way the numbers are spread apart, but this is the way mine is going to look. Now, if you realize you start to blow harder and get this consistently past the green, you can increase what your normal is, okay? So this is just for practice and to kind of show you how to use it. So these would be my settings. Now, once you know what is your norm, then you simply get to monitor your breathing. So this is why it's important to do, most people will say do it twice a day, but if you could do it 1 time a day, you want to do it around the same time every day, like I said, and whatever time of day is normally your best breathing time of the day is when you'll want to do it. So what you're going to do is you're going to start using this every day, and you're going to write down what numbers you get, okay? So you want to do it 3 times, and you're going to pick the best out of 3. So let's say that I blow into this 200, 250, and then 400. Well, of course, the 400 is going to be my best, and that's what I'm going to write down. Now, where this can help you monitor your breathing is once you start to get sick, you typically will be able to see it on here before you even really feel it, okay? And that's because this is measuring stuff in your lungs. You might notice maybe you're a little more short of breath or you have a cough, but this is going to help you monitor how well your lungs are pushing air out. And that's the big thing for asthma, emphysema, COPD. Getting the air out is hard for you. So this is going to be measuring that. Now, if you try this and you're at red and you're having symptoms, you want to call your doctor right away. Anything below this, you need to call your doctor. You might even want to go to the emergency room depending on your symptoms. So this is why this is so important, because you do it every day and you might start noticing like, gosh, 3 days in a row I've been at yellow. Maybe I need to start paying attention to my breathing, or is my mucus a certain color when I cough it up, stuff like that. So now that you know kind of how to use it and to monitor yourself, I'm going to show you the proper way to breathe into it. So you hold it, mouthpiece of course is going to face you. What you're gonna do is this only takes the measurement of how much you get out right away, the first second, okay? So you don't need to take a breath in and then blow and keep blowing, because it's not gonna measure that. It's only gonna measure what you get out in just a split second. So I'm gonna demonstrate for you. First, you'll empty your lungs. And now you're gonna take a deep breath in using your abdomen to fill up so your lungs can fill fully. And then you're gonna blow out hard and fast. So you see where it goes there. Now I'm going to pull it back down. I'm gonna remember that. And I'm gonna do it again. No, that one was really good. So, oh, it fell already, but it was good. You put it back down, and then I'm gonna do it one more time. Then you take, I'll show you there. It might fall again, yeah, but it went to the top. So you'll take the best of the three and write it down, and that's gonna be your peak flow for the day. So another thing is that you wanna have as little condensation in here as possible, because it actually can sometimes make this thing kind of toggle up and down. So you don't want, the only thing you wanna wash on here is the mouthpiece. So this will come off, and you can rinse this with warm soapy water, let it air dry. This, you can wipe around the side and, maybe just the edge, but this has, you see it, there's the barrier filter there, and you do not want to get that part wet. So this is how you would clean it, is by cleaning the mouthpiece. So that's kind of peak flow meter in a nutshell. Hopefully it wasn't too confusing. If you have any questions, just jot them down at the bottom of the screen and I'll get back to you. But the biggest thing to remember is personal best. Once you have that, you're going to multiply it by 0.80. That number up until your personal best is going to be your green zone. Same for yellow. 50% of your highest green is going to be your yellow. And then red is going to be anything under that half of what your 100% was. So it's pretty easy once you get the hang of it, and hopefully this will help. Thanks, bye.